Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Sports Talk here in the Sun-Gazette office. It's been a while since we've had one in here. We've been on location for most of these since, I think, football season. I'm your sports editor, John Gerardi, alongside reporter Evan Wheaton, and we're going to be breaking down the state track and field championship picture here. Evan, let's kind of lead off right away here with Lily Saul from Montoursville. She won the 400 gold, 800 gold, set the district record in the 800 at districts, and she set a school record at the PHAC meet, which you ran in Danville. She's just been having one absolutely incredible season here in track and field.
Yeah, she's ranked number 1 in the state in the 400 and number 2 in the state in the 800 for a reason, and she's showing it right now at the tail end of the season. I think she just keeps getting better and better each week. I mean, like you said, PHAC, Montoursville school record a couple weeks ago, this past week, setting a District 4 record. I mean, she's racing her best when it counts the most. So, I mean, I know she was runner-up last year, and I know just talking with her, she's really, really hungry for that gold finish. So, she keeps racing at this pace, no pun intended. I think she's going to be able to sort of meet that goal, maybe.
Yeah, that's what she was telling me, too, that since freshman year, in her goal's been a gold medal at states. And, this is, as a senior, this is kind of her last shot to do it. And she has the top seeded time in the 400 at the state, in the state performance list, top seed in the 800. So she's got a really, really good shot to do it. And she only gets better when she's racing against that good competition. I talked to her when she was at the Lock Haven High School Classic and at districts, obviously, and she raced in a meet at Shippensburg earlier in the year. And she said she loves those events where the competition is kind of the best of the best because it just makes her run better, and it seems every time we see a result from her time's better and better and better to kind of just ridiculous numbers right now.
Absolutely, and I'll just throw in too, also on the girls' side, we have Anna Baylor who won the girls' discus by setting a PR when she was behind the girl from Williamsport to sort of win the district chip. So, I think looking at this state tournament, if you're a Montoursville fan, it's going to be a little exciting on the girls' side.
Definitely. And one last thing about Sol is, she has a ton of confidence in her races. In the 400, she always kind of says when she's going around that last bend, she knows if she's, kind of right neck and neck with someone, she basically kind of outright says she knows she's going to win because she has that closing sprinting speed. And like that, to have that much confidence has to, I think, give her a leg up on pretty much anyone she's running against because she knows she has the ability to beat anyone that she's on the track with.
She was saying, the weather has not cooperated with her, and I very, very much felt that, this whole spring, just trying to get places. But, if the weather cooperates too, I think that'll obviously help her in her favor.
Mm-hmm. Let's switch to the boys' side here. At district track and field, we split it up. I covered girls, Evan covered the boys' side. And you saw Jacob and Thomas Hessen for Lewisburg. Just talk about their two performances, because I believe, was it Thomas who set the district?
Oh, they both did.
They both. Okay, there we go.
They both did.
Yeah, just talking about the day they both had, because they really kind of went all out.
Yeah, really, all the Hess brothers are just, all three of them are just so dominant for that school. And Lewisburg is a stronger school in distance events on the 3A side. I think, a lot of the bulk of their points in team score come from those distance events. That's where they sort of dominate.
Yeah.
With Thomas Hess setting a District 4 record and Jacob Hess setting a District 4 record, these distance events are going to be very, very critical for Lewisburg at the state meet. That's where I think they're going to get a bulk of team score if they care about that kind of thing. But where the gold medalists are going to come from, we're going to be looking at those distance events for Lewisburg.
And then for the kind of the sprint side, you got Cameron Sims at Williamsport. He, I know at Lock Haven earlier this year, one of those invites, he set the invite record in the two races he ran. And I think he's another runner who has a very, very solid chance of placing top 5, if not really right there at the top of the podium at states.
Yeah, if we're looking at the 3A for boys, Williamsport is very, very strong in those sprints and the hurdles as well. While Lewisburg, I think, is going to have a good showing on the distance side, Williamsport is good at those quick snap events. Cameron Sims, like you said, Jameer Harden, these are a lot of guys to watch for Williamsport. A couple of gold medals at District 4, a couple of number 1 seeds. I think Williamsport in those shorter events are going to be very, very good to see.
And kind of talk too about some of the, I guess at districts on the boys' side, who kind of took you a little bit by surprise in terms of success? Was there anyone that kind of you were like, oh wow, like that kind of caught your eye?
I wouldn't say surprise, but I would keep an eye on Morgan Gavitt from Hughesville in 2A. You know, racing up against those guys from Lewisburg in 3A has kind of helped him prepare for like the mile. He's had a great showing in the mile at the PHAC and even at District 4, winning outright. I think he's going to be certainly a guy to watch. Hughesville all around in 2A is going to be very good. Morgan Gavitt, very, very good with the mile.
Yeah, you know, and Hughesville also has I believe the top seeded time for the 3,200 boys relay team at states in AA. And Jersey Shore, their 1,600 boys team won district gold. And their coach actually emailed us and let us know that was the first time that they've won gold in the 1,600 race in 36 years. So, I mean, a huge milestone for Jersey Shore to do that. And Jersey Shore's had, you know, a ton of success individually at states too. You know, Devon Walker on the girls' side won district gold. Peter Palomo in the javelin took second. He qualified for states. So he's another one in his event who's kind of seated fairly high there and has a good shot, I think, to reach the medal stand as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, getting that state qualifier in second place is certainly a good way to get into that tournament. Jersey Shore might be balling out at this state meet for sure.
Yeah, you know, we have a lot of area of competitors on boys and girls in AA and AAA. You know, on the girls' side, Milton won their first ever District 4 team title. They have Mo Reiner and Mackenzie Lopez are both going to states in the javelin. It's the first time. Their AD Rod Harris believed it too. That was the first time Milton's ever had a 1-2 finish in the javelin, have two go on to states. Riley Murray in the pole vault cleared 11 foot. She won the district champion, and she is seated third right now, I believe, in the pole vault in AA. And her PR when I was at Lock Haven, she hit 12'3", and right now that's the top seed in the state for that. So if she's able to hit that PR again, or even do better, she has a real chance of walking away with gold for Milton.
And going off of Milton, I've also been impressed by Ryan Bickhart, you know, on the boys' side. I think it's an exciting time to be looking at Milton as a Milton fan going into the state meet.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you're going to be there at Shippensburg. Give Evan a follow at Evan Wheaton on Twitter. He'll be there for both days of state meet. Obviously, your first time covering states since you came here last summer, but that's always one of my favorite events is the state track and field championship because the athletes there are just ridiculous athletes, and it, you know, kind of going back to Lily Soul, like you said, it kind of pushes every athlete to be their best when you're up against the best like that.
Absolutely. Any state final, any state meet, any state championship is always fun to get out to, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. First time in Shippensburg, so going to be serious fun.
Yeah, it's a really nice complex they have there. Well, I think that'll do it then for Sports Talk this week. Any closing thoughts?
Gonna be a lot of action. I'm gonna be running around like a madman.
Sometimes that's when you do your best, though. All right, we will see you guys all next week.